Hey everybody, JP here, and my good friend Walt, Frontiersman, asked me to share a special holiday greeting with you and share my favorite whiskey. And JP, I'm a very simple man, and I drink a real simple whiskey. And it's cheap, and I'm poor, since I got out of prison there in Costa Rica. So I just got me some Jim Beam bourbon here, and it's not bad. It's pretty sippable. You don't have to spend a lot of money and get like a super well-developed exotic bourbon or any kind of whiskey. You can enjoy something that's going to be basically on the shelf anywhere you go. So from JR and myself, we want to whiskey you a very Merry Christmas.
Hello everybody, welcome to day 14 of We Whiskey You a Merry Christmas.
So, gosh, I can't believe this is day 14 already, and it's like we've only got, I guess, 10 more episodes after this one. Today, we have a really surprise guest. And they are from Vegas Tips and Tricks. He has his, is it his cousin?
It's his
JP.
cousin JP.
Cousin
yes.
JP comes to visit a lot, and you know he's had a rough life, been in Costa Rican jail, as you heard.
Yeah.
So
That was really sad to find that out.
Yeah. Also, Dale McKenzie has his cousin Durango Dale come on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you know what? I need to show you guys my cousin, Peavine. So Peavine is, you know, he's a West Virginia boy. He's a little bit. But anyway, we're just gonna sit back, let you meet Peavine, and then we'll be right back.
He's a good old boy.
Yes, he is. What in tarnation? Somebody's at the daggone door this time of day. I'm about ready to lay down and take a nap. Let's go see who it is. Well, what in tarnation? My cousin Walt, what are you doing up here? Look what the daggum cat's done drug in now. Come here and give me a big old hug. It has been too long since you've been here. Too long. Let me tell you, that's been a long time since you've been here. And it's so good to see you. It's good to see your hat on that you gave me, and your shirt that you sent me in the mail, and it's. Well, tell me that story about you being when you were a truck driver in Cletus. So you want to hear the story about when I was a truck driver, and well, it was a crazy day, and the company didn't like it much because I always had my buddy Cletus riding on shotgun with me and went on some of my trips. Well, we come and go, and we had a good time. Well, one time we coming up down this mountain called Horse Pen Mountain. Well, they've leveled it all out now. But boy, it was one hell of a road. There was one hell of a ride back in the day. And so, well, here we come. I got me a very big heavy load and I'm coming down Horsepen Mountain. And Cletus over there sleeping. Well, as I'm getting to the foot of the mountain, I mean, your speed's picking up. Your brakes are giving out because you're going down and you're winding around. And I mean, the bed of that truck's got sliding slaunchways back and forth. And you don't know what's going to happen. Well, I look down there and there's a daggone truck back down and about 3 cars lined up and they're stopped on the other side. So I was like, well, let me get these brakes on. I hit them brakes. I didn't have no brakes. So you know what I did?
Start praying.
Yep. I woke Cletus up. Because Cletus, he ain't ever seen no bad wreck before.
So what is your favorite whiskey, P-Vine?
What's my favorite whiskey? Is there any other kind of whiskey other than Wild Turkey? And I'm talking 101. I ain't talking about none of that Jim Beam 40% alcohol or Jack Daniels 40% alcohol bathed in that damn charcoal. I'm talking about Wild Turkey 101. I'm gonna drink something. I want to drink something with a little punch. Something good. Something I can sip. I want to put her in like a Diet Coke. I can put her in a Diet Coke. That's what I'm talking about. Wild Turkey 101. Well, by God, Walt, it is good to see you.
Well, I don't have much left of that 101, but let's go out here and we'll get us a sip. How about that? You know what I do? I keep it in my wagon. Keep it in my wagon. So Eloise here ain't gonna like me trying to pour down the drain or something. So I tell her it ain't no daggone toilet cleaner. So anyway, it's good to see you.
I'm anxious to hear what y'all thought about meeting P-Vine.
That cousin P-Vine. He looked like he was doing quite well, actually.
He was.
And those victuals and tater salad that he sent back with you today sure was good for supper.
They were scrumptious. Since we're doing a whiskey countdown, as you saw, JP, he likes Jim Beam. He likes to sip it or whatever he wants to do. It's cheap. It's good. It's a good, cheap, solid whiskey. And then you got my cousin P-Vine. He likes the Wild Turkey 101. Now, I'm kind of partial to this, but I'm anxious to see if I can actually pick it out in a taste test. We're going to do a taste test right now. Tina's going to go in, mix up the drinks. I won't know which one's which. We're going to do tests between Wild Turkey, Jim Beam, my daughter Allison and her boyfriend Adam's favorite, Evan Williams, and then America's favorite, Jack Daniels, because everybody goes in the bar and says JD and Coke. We're going to see how that is. And then we're going to throw a little wrench in the thing and do a Maker's Mark 101. So 5 different bottles. 5 different bottles.
Wow.
I'll have 5 different sips of Coke and whiskey. Bourbon. They're all bourbons. Okay, so I'm waiting on Tina. She's going to bring me the first one. I can start sipping on it. And when she brings that, I'll sip on it. And she's going to bring 5 total.
Number 1.
All right. I can definitely taste the bourbon on this with the Coke. This is regular Coke. That wasn't too bad right there.
There's number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2. Let's see. That was just a lot of Coke. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a little better because it's a little bit more. It's kind of. I can taste the whiskey a little more. Of course, it could be just because there's 2 of them that's higher proof. That's pretty good. That was just a little bit better than this one, but I still might like that one the best. Let's see.
Number 4.
Whew. That one's okay.
Last but not least.
And the last one.
Number 5.
And I'll tell you what's funny about this is I have no clue right now which one's which or which one I really like. I think I like this one the best, but once I get to the end, I'm going to go back and try it again. Now that's good. That's pretty good. I don't know. Let's see.
What you thinking so far?
I'm taking several sips of this. All right. So I'm going to do it again. And because I've gone through them all. And that's a sort of my ranking. Maybe 1, 2. Let's do them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are like a tie. But it might change because I've gone through this. Let's go through. That's a lot of different drinks.
That is.
I will tell you this. I don't have a clue about which one is which. This is something.
So you're going purely on taste right now, like
Purely.
what you think tastes the best.
Yeah. I like this one because I can taste the whiskey for some reason. So I like that one. So that still is number 1. You can't smell anything because the ice and the Coke, it's hard to smell anything. I can actually smell something on this one. A little bit. I did when I first got it. Let's see. This one I like. I can't taste anything. I seriously can't taste anything. Taking a bigger. It tastes like Coke. So that's way down here. This one, let's see. This was the one I had like third the first round. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Whatever that is, it's definitely better than this one. It's pretty close to this one. But I'm going to have to make a decision. That one's got a really different taste. I can taste the whiskey on this, but it's different. I only like the. I like. That's pretty close to this, but I'm thinking it's a little bit. This is definitely last so far. Let's try this one. Oh yeah. These two. that is good. That's weakened out a little bit more.
For me, it doesn't take a mixed drink like a Coke and whiskey too long before it kind of
They start getting
waters down.
They're starting to get watered down. I know this is. We're just gonna do it this way. This is last. So what was this? This is out of the Wild Turkey.
What
glass.
would you guess that is? Are you?
I would say it's probably Evan Williams.
Nope.
What is it?
Jack Daniels.
You know why? Because it just tastes like Coke. And this is why I don't like Jack Daniels. I was trying to give Jack Daniels some hope. I really did want to say Jack Daniels, but I'm like, but in that Jack Daniels, that's the worst. All right, so we got, that's the worst. All right, so
leave it in the back there.
And then what we'll do is we can put the bottles in order. All right, so this one was the next one. This has got to be Jim Beam or Evan Williams.
Nope.
What is it?
Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey 101. Next to last. Okay, so we got Jack Daniels, Wild Turkey. Okay, so these were... I can't decide between these two. I just choked myself on that one.
Careful there, Walter.
Can't decide. Well, we know. Let's see this one. I'm gonna say this is third.
Okay. What do you think that is?
Evan Williams.
It is Evan Williams.
Yeah, that's
ding,
third.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's Evan Williams, so it's third. So what we have left is the Maker's Mark and the Jim Beam. So God, this is tough. I'm gonna say this is second. And I'm gonna say that's probably Maker's Mark 101.
Jim Beam.
Jim Beam. But that's pretty good. Look where Jim Beam is. And this was the Maker's Mark 101. Immediately I thought this was the best.
Yeah, you kind of kept going back to that one. Back to it's like, and then trying to compare the other ones.
Yeah.
I thought that was
these three I really liked. I'm very surprised that Wild Turkey 101 was that was fourth.
Yeah, it was fourth.
Because what was weird, let me tell you.
That was Jack Daniels.
You know what's weird about the Wild Turkey 101 is that you couldn't taste the heat. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was thinking it was Jim Beam or Ed Williams, but you could not detect that it was 101 proof.
So the Coke and the ice took that right out of it.
It really did.
Which to me...
And I like the heat. That's why I was thinking, well, this was the Maker's Mark 101. Mm-hmm. And that was a true 101 proof. I could tell that. So let's put the bottles behind.
Well, should I...
you try them.
Take a test from...
You can try them, yeah, just whatever you think.
Worst to best?
You can. Oh, the bottles are in there. You had those.
But I haven't.
That was Jack Daniels, yeah. Mm-hmm. You might like it the best because it tastes like Coke.
I can taste the whiskey in that.
Can you?
Mm-hmm, I can. Not heat that you get from the sip.
Yeah.
That's a little sweeter than this one.
I think that's what
going
made
down the line like this.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were tough. Those were close. This is fun.
That's
got the most flavor.
It's got flavor, and I can still taste the whiskey, and
it blends well together with the Coke.
Guys, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
So I'll put little indicators on there, but this was Maker's Mark.
Hang on, I got to look at my notes. Jim Beam, Evan Williams, Wild Turkey, JD and Coke. You know what that should tell you? Try something besides JD and Coke. Yeah.
Or that's just me.
Any
I mean,
level.
unless you just really like the taste of Coke. And that's not bad.
No, and I didn't think any of them were bad.
No.
I think they all taste pretty good, but it did get better. I would agree with your probably ranking.
I like
here.
Jim Beam. That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And Evan Williams. And here's the Wild Turkey. I can now taste the bourbon a little bit.
You know, sometimes the ice melting a little bit brings out more flavors in the bourbon too.
So, anyway, a very unscientific thing, but it was pretty fun. It was fun to do. I'm probably going to be sick now.
Scientific for the whiskey talks.
I would have preferred Diet Coke, but I thought everybody goes in, give me a JD and Coke or something like that. So, anyway, pick out the one you like the best, honey.
Well, that would be, I'll take number 2 then.
Okay, so cheers. Drink your Coke and whatever you like.
Responsibly.
And we whiskey you a Merry Christmas.